Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today I got my light bar in and my pinion gears for my HSP truck. That's the next thing I gotta put back together. So the light bar I kind of, I would say I kind of goofed up on measurements a little bit, but there's hope. The brackets have to go to the inside on the TRX 4 tactical body, and there's not gonna be a whole ton of room here for forgiveness. So I've got this special double-sided scotchy tape stuff that I laid down on either end, put the little brackets on there with the light attached initially so I could get it centered and as even as possible humanly. And it turned out pretty darn straight, I must say. But anyway, so by itself it wouldn't hold, so I had to use some Gorilla Glue over top of the top side of the tape and the brackets on either end, let it sit for a few hours, came home, and I was able to carefully take the light bar off, and these were kind of wiggling just a little bit, but I was able to hold them there long enough to drill my holes in. So I was like, great, that's all done and mounted. And this thing's cool too because you can change the angle of it. I got it pretty snug right now because it's where I want it. But I was able to get the bolts in, so if you want to go for a 36 LED bar, you can make it fit, and it does fit nice. And I left enough room because I got like this little shielding scoop over it that goes over the top if you want to get it. Plus, you know, your other stuff for the TRX 4 tactical. Anyways, tons of mod parts. More mod parts on the way too. I ordered some beadlock rims and tires today too, so yay! We're quickly modding things up, but a few things are going to take a lot longer, like metal bumpers. Ching! Anyhow, so on the TRX 4, just so you're aware, you have no power abilities to power your lights from the receiver. Now this thing goes from 5 volts to 7.4 volts according to specs. I have tested it with a 2-cell LiPo, which I have here, and it does work without going kaboom, because I was a little bit nervous about that. But it was only 14 bucks at Banggood, so hey, if I blew it up, I blew it up, right? And I didn't, so that's good. So I'm going to have to go with a separate power source. Now, there's 2 other open ports in the receiver, and I tried them both, and none of them will light up this bar at all. So I don't know what they're for, but they definitely are not got anything to do with power. At least not enough voltage to do anything, but I don't know. They don't do anything as far as this thing goes, so I don't know what they're for. But anyway, so I'm going to hook up my 2-cell LiPo here, direct power in, and this is kind of tricky because instead of being smart and putting a female connector on, they put a male, or actually they did put a female connector on, sorry. Instead of being smart and putting a male connector on, they put a female. So I've got a bunch of JST connectors on the way, so I'm going to have to make a little Y-splitting harness dooey flicky. So I have other lights I'm going to be putting in this thing, and they're all going to be powered off the same battery, along with my winch, all off of a 1000 milliamp 2-cell. But the tricky thing is getting these things to twist just right, make sure our polarities are correct. I could not believe, like 5.8 volts out of the receiver. I actually hooked it up to my throttle channel, which I do have a Y harness in there because I bought the ESS2 or whatever you call it sound kit box. But anyways, so I figured, well, I had everything apart, might as well put that in, and I don't have to take it apart again. So there's our light. That is like, it's blinding, man. Like that's gonna light up my. Like, it lights up my house. Go turn the lights off in the kitchen here. So, there's the lights. There's the lights on. Okay, now all the lights in the house are off. Is that sick or what? Like, holy crap. This is going to be like wicked, man. I'll be able to shoot video at night, no problems. Woohoo! Alright, turn back on. I'm blind now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even, I'm seeing spots of my light bar in my eyeballs. So now I've unplugged this with shorting the battery. So yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. Just gotta kick this up top. Wow, that actually gets a little on the warm side.
Yeah.
Good thing it's all metal at the back as a heatsink, I guess. Toasty, toasty. I can actually knock the power back a little bit if I want. That's what resistors are for. Okay, get out of there. So, under the hood here, of course, we have our winch wiring, which is going to get changed. This is my Y adapter. For now, it's a bit of a tangled mess. Once I get the sound box installed, then I'll be able to bunch all this wire up and, you know, make it all neat and tidy, strap it in place and all that junk. And then it'll be fine. That's going to be like sometime next week, I think, by the time that order actually shows up, because it's sitting somewhere in Manitoba right now. But yeah, lots of goodies, man. The only gripe I actually have about my truck right now is my antenna. I'm gonna see if I can elongate the hole just a hair, just to shift this back a bit, because it's pretty tight up against the back of the body there. Let's see if we can get this on without being too much of a pain. So yeah, I've got to kind of flanky that right about there. Okay, so that's what our truck looks like with every scene attached. I gotta tell you, you know, I've waited a long time for a really nice scale truck to actually mod the hell out of. I mean, I had an SCX 10, guys, and, you know, it was alright, but I did some mods to it, but I'm taking this one as far to the hilt as I can and want to take it, because there's a difference between the two. There are some things that I probably am not going to do, but there will be things I'm definitely going to do to improve performance, and of course stability, because of our height issues apparently, or center of gravity issues. The ass end on these things is a little on the heavy side the ass end's heavy, front end's too light. So I'm going to be weighing down the front end a little bit to keep it on there. But you know, even on a side profile, that light bar looks like pretty sick. That's sitting on my drill. But anyhow, I'm thinking maybe I might find a better place to hang this pole pal. I'll come up with something, but it's going to have to hang off this key thing for sure, but maybe I can, you know, do something. We'll figure it out in time, but that is such a sick light bar. And I was going to go after the 24 LED, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, you know. And then I thought, well, you know what, go 36. Go big or go home, you know what I mean? What's the worst that could happen? It just doesn't fit and I'm stuck with a light bar. So you can adjust the angle of this, you know, to where you want it, and then just kind of lock it in place. I'm going to actually set it up with my camera on, so I can take a view to get the best angle of that light, and then you can just like snug these up a little bit, and it'll keep it locked in place so it won't move on you again, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it was a very interesting install, not for the faint at heart, that's for sure, or those who get frustrated and pissy really easily. It is a little tedious, but as you can see, this big bar actually does fit and it mounts. There's like just enough on the insides here. Flipping them on the outside, not a chance it's going to attach anywhere, like not even into here. It just would not go. So flipping the brackets in works, and it's not a big issue, so what the heck. Anyways, guys, so that's our light bar upgrade. Stay tuned for more videos on upgrades, because there's going to be a lot of them on this truck. You know, but so far I'm liking how things are going together here. It's pretty awesome. Really loving that. Anyways, so hey, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.